Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
This is Annie Chang, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
We know people! All right, everyone. Welcome back to another week of the Capes and Lunatics. Yeah, I said the fight me, well. Anyway, tonight we're talking Peacemaker, the season 1 finale. Who is we? I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that man with the impeccably groovy mustache. It is
Charlie, the Professor Essa.
And that woman who has picked up grown men, placed her sides by the throat. It is.
Hey y'all, it's Lil Hellfire. Phil, stop telling my business.
What's a Peacemaker joke, Lil? Peacemaker, get it? I just was that scene Annie Chang was describing that happened in the finale. I could just see you being like, oh, I've been there. Inspo. All right, so the season 1 finale of Peacemaker happened yesterday, and like I was telling Charlie, I believe James Gunn and John Cena both confirmed that season 2 is happening at some point. So
yeah, it's all over Twitter, bro.
Okay, bro.
It was like it was a surefire thing.
Oh yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah, because I mean,
the ratings were like out of this world. It's like the best thing they've had on HBO Max since HBO Max started. So, yeah, including the Friends reunion.
Wow, it's more than that.
Oh, I mean, the Friends reunion was just a clip show. I mean, you know.
I know.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
I'm just, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm just surprised that I thought they would have got ratings just for people showing up to see what it was and nothing else. Oh, dang. Yeah, and I was going to say. And all the feedback I saw on social media was positive for this show.
I'm super proud of John Cena. I really am. If you know, you know. Super proud.
Oh yeah. Didn't I see he said he tried it out for a few roles at Marvel and DC and kept getting turned down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's to be fair, he has a look, he has an appearance that is. Unfortunately or fortunately, kind of static. It's
if he would have started in the 80s like Tom Cruise, perfect. But it's
he's and I don't mean to associate them because it's not anything that's happened in. But Armie Hammer always had that thing where he was just kind of too good looking for most roles. So that was that was just a. I think that's why Armie. That's one of the reasons Armie Hammer probably never really hit the way he wanted to, And I think
despite being a nepotism baby.
Yeah, I mean, really, he's a decent actor. He has a lot going for him, but I just get the feeling that there's just, his face just wasn't what people were.
It's punchable, It's the punchable face thing.
Well, I think that, and here's what I'll tell you. I'll be honest with you. I think that John Cena has found his mark as a roided up man child, and
I mean it's a good part because who knew Peacemaker? I mean no one really had expectations for that character, so I mean it's better than doing a better known,
Yeah, he's sort of got a Jim Varney face. He's like if Jim Varney was jacked, and Jim Varney was actually a really great actor, but he had that basic problem that it was hard for him to get out of the role that made him famous. Mm-hmm. You don't know who Jim Varney is?
Ernest?
Yes, Ernest.
I know that, Phil. Come on.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said? I said, okay, what burn? What'd you say?
Oh, yeah. So he but he's like a jacked up Jim Varney, and that's good. And Jim Varney was, he's
honestly, at the beginning of his career, he could have kind of got it. Just saying, if you know, you know.
John Cena or Jim Varney?
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney, yeah. Well, no, Jim
Now
Varney.
you know I love a short king every now and then.
But,
But Daniel Radcliffe is my reigning short king right now, so I'm sorry, John Cena.
But no,
March, oh boy!
But I think that John Cena got the chance to show depth, and that's got the chance to show character. And in its own way, maybe this is going to be his Chris Pratt moment, where he gets to show he can be more than just what people imagine him to be, and then he gets a bunch more roles where he gets to, play roided up man children, and just like Chris Pratt, hey, he's making good money on it. No.
DC was always going to be the fit for him. It was just a matter of finding the right role. So
yeah, well, and I don't know that DC was going to be the right fit for him. I will say that James Gunn was the right fit for him.
I said what I said. And James, actually, James was really great. Like, he brought out the best in him, but he does that with a lot of people, so.
Well, yeah. Well, he's a very good director. I mean, that's the thing, is I do think what friend of the show, I think what she said was true, that he really brings out the best in people and makes a very good community on set, which is what you want,
Definitely.
And I think that, the other great thing about John Cena, because he comes from a wrestling background, he was not afraid to play the role. He was never worrying about looking foolish or silly or worrying about his image as he's playing this character. And that sold the character in a way that I think a lot of people never thought of for him, And because he was willing to go all the way, he was willing to just put himself out there and not look back, he could really sell this character to people that maybe weren't ready for him in the first place,
I mean, yeah, I think it was a good role because, one, he got to do the silly stuff. But, I mean, also, he got, like, the deep stuff, like, with the father and stuff. I mean, we didn't even talk about last episode. I mean, he had to kill his own father.
But within that whole within that whole concept, it's the idea that, he got to do the silly stuff, but the silly stuff was as much a mask as anything. And I think that's the real point of it, was that this whole Peacemaker character, this is his defense mechanism. Because he is such a damaged person. And that is the beauty and wonder of the character. And it's kind of weird because it is going to lead you to that thing with, if he evolves, do we lose that? And if he doesn't evolve, does it become stale?
I mean, this just it has to be a slow process because, this is the end of the episode. Adebayo just told him, she even says, she's like, it wasn't your fault, it was, you were a child.
Yeah, but
in some ways he still is.
Yeah, I was gonna say in a lot of ways, always.
Yeah, he is damaged emotionally, and and who knows what else his father put him throughout this entire process. If his father is the hyper white supremacist Tony Stark, which is the implication of this, maybe he was also doing some little Mengele experiments on his least favorite son.
Oh yeah,
because as he's doing whatever to turn him into a John Cena, maybe he's like, well, if it goes wrong, oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah.
No big loss.
Exactly.
But like I was thinking, like you were saying, this was the perfect fit for him, which I think it was, because I was like, after hearing that story about he tried out for all these roles, I'm like, who could he have played at Marvel? Like, is there any fit for Marvel? The only thing I could think of was like, you think he could have played John Walker?
Yes, the punchable face.
Oh,
yes,
he would have been amazing as John Walker.
I mean, especially when he was using that shield in this episode. I'm like, oh my god, he could have been John Walker. Yeah,
I actually think he could have been a good Ben Grimm. If they were casting for that at the time, And
we're just gonna have Andy Serkis in CGI. We're just gonna have to come to terms with that, guys. I don't know how to break it to you.
Oh well, I said Ben Grimm, not the Thing.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and obviously the Thing is gonna be CGI, but the person that is giving life to it.
I mean, we're not even gonna. It's just gonna be the Thing. There's gonna be no Ben Grimm. They're just gonna be like, nope, Andy Serkis getting the suit.
Yeah. We'll see. I think Andy Serkis is getting tired of being the CGI guy.
As long as they keep letting him direct whatever he wants to, he's fine with the suit. He knows where his bread and butter is.
Yeah. Well, anyway, no, but there's lots of roles John Cena could have played, but I think this was probably the best.
Like, what director actually would have been like, oh yeah, John Cena,
Yeah. Well, and
on the Marvel side, because Marvel has a very specific kind of, with of course Eternals being like the outlier, it's a very specific kind of thing going for the roles that they cast in. So
well, and it's also just the transition from wrestler to actor. It is a hard one.
He's been in like 8 movies though, right?
Good movies.
Movies?
Who's
His fans liked it. MTV made a lot of money off of it. When they were a TV studio.
Yeah, I mean
a movie studio.
John Cena. But even
and he always played a cop, and that's fine.
He played an army officer, I believe. Yeah, in Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Oh
but
yeah, see, military.
Yes. Okay, but you do understand how that isn't necessarily Marvel's direction.
That was the point that I was making, but yeah.
Yeah, and although here's what I'll say, if James Gunn had taken John Cena at Marvel, I think he could have done the same thing there. He could have found a character and really made him into this thing. I think John Cena might have been a really great Star-Lord if you didn't go the doughy route,
Wait, what if he was Drax?
He could have been Groot.
Yeah.
I kid because I love.
Hey, oh my God, Will. How great would that have been if you would have made John Cena Drax? I've been standing here so long, I move so slowly, you can't see me.
Yes, I know. See, I'm waiting. You have Drax and the Peacemaker and say it's the same picture. Anyway, that's about as much fun as who's that person that Doctor Strange is talking to in that scene? Was that guy in the movie? These are other memes you see around the internet right now.
Holy cow!
Holy cow! Yeah, actually, this is my biggest thing with this. Do you get the feeling that, because I don't think this is based on anything that has happened in DC. I don't think any of these. I think that this is definitely his way of trying to do Secret Invasion before Marvel gets the chance to do Secret Invasion.
Maybe, or it's like, hey, he wanted to keep the Starro thing going, but they wouldn't let him continue the Starro thing into the show. So it's like, I got to come up with another alien thing,
Yeah. And we do get that reference, like, I can't do another kaiju.
What about the whole? I mean, we saw what Andy Chang was talking about with, the butterflies. Like, we destroyed our planet. We're trying to keep you guys from destroying your,
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh yeah, but it's like, but to do it, every time you take over a body, you're killing somebody.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to take over everyone. They just want to take over enough people.
All the important
do
people.
the world better. Yeah, exactly. You want to.
They say that.
Plebs can be plebs, man.
Yeah, they say that, but they took over a whole police station, caught the cops, the people locked up, everybody.
Yeah, but that's because that was necessity at that moment. That was where they had people.
Phil, it's like Angel. You eat a couple thousand people to save billions. Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy.
Yeah, and no, I mean the idea for them is practical. They want to get into a situation where they can save the world, quote unquote, for whatever it means.
By any means necessary, even if that means you die. Hey, seems like them and Peacemaker have something in common.
Well, that's the point. That's the thing at the end. Now, actually, what I wonder, because, she says that I saved you because I knew you would understand. In the same way that Judo Master understood. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if Judo Master was working with them or not.
Well, I mean, what was that? Episode 3? When they killed that there was the senator's family or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
and their Judo Master was working with them, and he's like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. So I think they sold Judo Master on it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, to some
Not
extent,
hard
yeah,
to do. It's
I mean,
Judo
maybe they didn't
Master.
tell him the whole story, but somehow they sold Judo Master.
Well, that was something someone had suggested, was that's why he's always eating the flaming hot Cheetos, because it keeps them out of his mouth. He always keeps his butt covered, so he cannot be. So I think maybe he agreed with them, but he didn't necessarily trust them.
Yeah.
And then at the end, because
he
at the end he's laughing. At the end, he
Yeah,
wasn't crying.
He didn't go back to them, so yeah, maybe.
Well, at the end he sees them, and it is what it is, and we even see the little butterfly at the end come in, eat the last of the goop, and then will die sadly.
Yeah, like he
Because-
killed Annie Chang, but he didn't kill Goth. I mean,
Yeah,
boo.
boo.
Well, because at the
Oh, they
end,
put the step on him when he went for the goo.
well, but the thing is Goth is going to die soon,
Yeah.
because that jar was the last of it.
Uh-huh.
And these guys, they may be out there, but they're all going to die because, they're just going to die because they don't have the goop to live on. The cow's dead. If the cow is dead, there's no... And I don't know how they were planning on living much longer. They only had one cow.
That we know of. The Hunt for the Holy Cow, season 2.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wonder if you feed that cow, if you feed that cow stuff, is it just going to keep making that goo?
Well, I mean, maybe these creatures live forever, and maybe the cow lives forever, but
Yeah.
it's an interesting question. But I do think that they really had a limitation on what they could do as far as surviving without the cow. It seemed very important the cow not die to them. Although they did say they had another facility. So that's the question. Did they have another cow in another facility? And, obviously the cows are still a limited resource, but if you at least have the cows, then you can, survive.
I think that was the only cow, but they must have had another facility. 'Cause didn't she say something about transporting it to, was it Maine or something?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they have another facility
Yeah.
that they could move the cow to, but it was just this idea that they, if they needed to have more than one cow. And again, like I said, one cow, I don't know how long cows live. These are alien insect worms. They could live hundreds of years, but still, it seems like a twinkling of an eye for any advanced race,
Or maybe it was a short-term thing, and they were working on something, while they were living off that stuff, but they didn't get the chance. I mean, so I'm assuming Goth thought that he, she, whatever it was, could manipulate Peacemaker because Sophie had read his vow and stuff, so Goth knew his whole background. Plus, he had, as the butterfly, had been staying with him, so he thought he knew him and could manipulate him. And nope.
No, well, because at the end of the day, he, I think he said that it would have been what he would, that normally he would have, but he realized he would have lost his friends. They wouldn't have allowed his friends to live, and he decided to put his friends above peace. There's one thing more important than peace, and that's the power
Friendship
of
is magic.
Yeah, exactly. Friendship is magic. Friendship world, is the destruction of all things.
That's the only pay we get here, kids. Friendship.
But you can do something about that. We have a Patreon.
That's right, kids. Thank you, Will. Thank you for catching that.
Always here for a good, shameless plug. Hey-oh.
Oh my god! But this.
Shout out to Justice League being too late. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you a-holes.
Yeah, notably only 2 showed up. Although we did get Jason Momoa.
4 showed up, but you only saw 2 of their faces.
Yeah. That's. I mean, only two of the name actors showed up.
Yes.
The two that apparently DC still likes, or that still like DC. So.
Well, look, I saw people saying they're like, isn't that a dead universe? That Snyderverse dead. So why are we bringing
No,
them back
it's not.
in?
It's first off, there's no Snyderverse. There is the DCEU.
Get him
Okay,
internet. Get him internet.
and these are actors who play these roles. It's
The views of Charlie S. are enough. Like the views of the
no,
kids.
you can't just say, "Oh, it's the Snyderverse." That's ridiculous. Snyder made what? 3 movies. 3 movies.
Okay.
He made 3 movies.
Okay. Let me say this: that Justice League, that version of the Justice League, is dead. I mean, Lil, back me up.
It's so bad that DC is killing the actual Justice League in the comics. Like, just saying. Not for nothing. We're starting over. We're starting fresh.
Cavill's not coming back. Affleck's not coming back.
To be fair, Phil, which is the ones you didn't see. And to be fair, Phil, for all you know, that's the Justice League. So.
And that definitely ain't coming back.
I didn't
Well,
think.
that's the thing. It's
No, that wasn't the Justice League. I didn't see any gratuitous butt shots.
It was all butt shots, wasn't it, when they first show up?
Back. You didn't see. You didn't zoom in.
I do want to shout out that I know it's very tough for James Gunn to restrain himself and not kill anybody, but I am very appreciative that none of like the main team was dead. So
Well, I mean,
last week, to hell, but
well, I mean, last week he killed off Mern, so he could be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah. Poor Mern.
Mers was a butterfly though, so we knew he wasn't long for this world. So
yeah, and Mern was a very bad man before he was a butterfly. So it's it's
Justice,
okay.
full circle.
I mean,
at
at least if it's something they're going to take over a body, because he told them, he's like, yeah, this man was a murderer before I took him out. Yeah, he was a very bad man.
Yeah. It is. Did no one die? I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Nobody on the main team. Yeah.
They got messed up.
No.
They got messed up. Yeah, they all live. The rest of them live.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how.
Because James Gunn isn't afraid to kill his darlings, so I was just very proud of him for the restraint.
Remember that, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Eponymous made it, because he had a compound fracture there. You don't walk across a field of cow manure with a compound fracture.
Did he crawl some of the way?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's still, it's like it's a compound fracture. That's not. First off,
He's a badass now. Remember?
Not every fracture has to be a compound fracture. Okay, can we just get that out of the way?
He's a badass. Remember?
Yeah, I would have been much happier had it just been a regular broken leg. Even just him tripping and hurting himself. But I guess it has to. We have to show.
Can we just talk about who got the worst punishment of all, which is Economos, because he has to go back to Belle Reve. Poor thing.
Yeah. Oh well.
Thoughts and prayers.
Is he in the basement now? Is that what that was? You working out in the basement?
Oh yeah, that's the worst place to be.
Waller's
yeah.
like, I don't want to see
at
you.
least Well, I mean, until the investigation.
Till season 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting the gang back together. Getting the band back on the road. But she should be most mad at her daughter. I mean, right?
I know.
Well,
but
but it's her daughter. You can't say mad at your daughter.
She knew what she was gonna do. Waller knew.
you know why? But Adebayo, that was the smart play. Because you know why? Because not only did she make the whole Suicide Squad and everything public, if anything happens to her, even if it's not Amanda Waller, every eye is going to be on Amanda Waller. Be like, oh my God, she killed her own daughter. What a bitch.
Yeah.
Which, is Amanda Waller.
I'm saying even if Waller
Danielle better watch her back.
Even if Waller doesn't do it, everyone's going to think it was Waller because everyone could believe Waller would kill her own daughter.
Yeah, but that's the reality of it. And I really enjoyed the series. I really did. I did not think it was going to be as good as it was, and it was actually pretty good. I would like to see what he does I'd like to see what he does in season 2. I'd like to see where he goes with it.
Wait a minute. Okay, so we're getting another, James Gunn show set in the DCEU. What if it's following the ramifications of what just happened? Of the whole I am Iron Man moment of it all. Like, I think that's what the next show is going to be about, honestly.
What, did the Suicide Squad got outed?
Yeah, and like what that means and all that crap.
So who?
Oh, are they?
So who's going to be the lead? Amanda Waller?
No, Viola's busy.
Nah.
I don't know who could be the lead, but I don't know. We don't know much about that spinoff show yet, but I thought that we were gonna be getting a what's his face back?
Who? Who?
I'm losing it. Let me drink the rest of my tea. It might come back to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rick Flag.
No, not Rick Flag.
I was going to say, are we going to spin off Vigilante?
No, not Vigilante.
Bloodsport.
Yes, thank you, Bloodsport.
Oh, Bloodsport.
Oh, we're gonna get
that was the rumor, and yeah, I think that's what we might be doing.
I would just assume you'd have to pay Idris Elba. I mean, he's a movie.
He
star.
actually works for pretty cheap, if you know,
Oh, really?
you know. Yeah,
Oh, I
he
thought
just
you-
actually loves to be out of the house and away from his wife and kids.
Whoa!
He said it in an interview. Like, leave me alone.
Listen, he is a British actor.
Right,
You know,
right.
from the BBC. They know.
Yeah, who wants to be over there in the wetlands? You know, it's just raining. and
Exactly.
it's fog.
You know, I'm sure he loved doing Luther, but quite frankly, it's like I would really rather be in California.
Well, Vancouver, but yeah,
Well,
even Vancouver is better.
that is the British equivalent of California. So it's
So true, so true.
anywhere on the continent. Anywhere on the continent.
oh goodness.
Oh yeah, did you see that Daniel Brooks, who plays Adebayo? I guess
Yeah.
she got cast in. I guess they're remaking The Color Purple.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah,
Yes, I actually did see that.
I just saw a video online today. I guess she's gonna be playing Oprah's part because Oprah told her that she. Oh yeah,
She handpicked her. That's great for her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oprah's redoing the classic, and I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
I mean, Oprah actually picking someone with talent for once. Looking at you, Dr. Phil.
Hey, Dr. Phil was very successful at what he does.
As a podiatrist, maybe.
No, as a guy giving silly advice on a talk
advice.
show.
P.S.
And sending kids to work camps. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, I know. Hey, look, Lilith, what business do you think Oprah's in? You know, she makes a TV show.
Charlie asked her 2 E's in the middle.
If you have told
I'm
us,
just
do not
saying, you know.
reflect the views of the Capes of Lunatics Incorporated. Do not destroy us, Oprah.
I'm sorry,
No,
Grandma. If you heard that was not me.
I'm just saying, Oprah makes a lot of money making television programs
I'm out.
for lots of different people.
Hold on, wait for me.
Wait, hi, Charlie. For those of you listening on the podcast, we turned our cameras off. I don't want Oprah to destroy us. That's worse than the mob. I'd rather go to the mob than Oprah. Oh my God! Look, is Charlie frozen?
No,
She
she
I think
got him.
Oprah tried to cut the feed.
one of those Jersey snipers.
That hide and scum of villainy. But no, I thought it was really like the first couple episodes. I was like, okay, what are we doing? Then episode 3 hit, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And now the finale, and I'm like, okay, I better be a season 2. And as soon as basically as soon as I got done watching it, it was news that it was season 2. But I was pretty sure. But you never know.
Yeah, 1 and 2, episode 1 and 2. It's like, what are we doing here? But yeah, then episode 3,
They actually explained what the butterflies were finally.
Yeah.
So I thought we were never going to get the answer. It's just going to be a MacGuffin. It's just we're really just killing people.
I'm glad they didn't drag that out anymore. I'm glad episode 3. I was like, oh, okay, we're hunting down these aliens. Okay. You're muted, Charlie.
You mean,
Yeah, no, I know. I'm talking to Tristan because
okay. I thought you were talking about us. Okay.
No. I'm talking to him about him playing the video game while I'm in the middle of the podcast. So
Wow.
it's
Time to do another party.
so it might not have been Oprah trying to cut me off. It might have.
Oh.
been,
Are you on Oprah's payroll, Tristan?
can you tell her I want a French bulldog?
You got him for a couple video games.
Yeah. But
It's
anyway,
been really great stealing your identity.
So I don't know. It's looking to be like it's a James Gunn DCEU universe now. So I don't know what that holds, but it looks a lot more fun than what we had.
I will admit, yeah, when it started, I'm like, do we really need a Peacemaker series? And now I will tell you, yes, we do.
I mean, we didn't, but it was a very pleasant surprise.
I mean, it's one of the better things they put out in the last how many years?
You needed something. You needed something to bridge the universes. And the fact of the matter is, I think that they are starting to see that they do well when they lean into things that are more superhero-y.
Yeah.
You know, who'd have thought that
a
company that makes superheroes would do well making films about
everything has to be dark, grounded, and gritty, Charlie. Don't you know that? Nolan's universe is the only way. Finally, we can see the light 20 years later.
Well, I was going to say, that's the thing. They see, I think, with Peacemaker, you could be dark, but you don't ground it completely in serious darkness. You know, you got to throw in some of the humor. And oh my God, and that intro, does that intro hit you harder when like it's a really dark like beginning and then that music starts? Do you really want to play this game?
I think, honest to God, that's why they put it in there, because they knew.
But it's like a dark beginning, like last week's. You know, after he like kills his brothers, gets like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, you know, and there is that question about whether or not it's egocentric. Is this really Peacemaker's mental breakdown? That intro is actually just his own, sort of like when Harley Quinn goes through her Disney cartoon murder spree.
Oh God! Don't say that. That song gets stuck in my head every week. So
yeah, but that's the idea. It's just like
Wig was like, "What the hell did they just use our song for?"
Oh please! They're counting the money. They're like, "Oh my God! No one's bought this song in like 30, 40 years." Now they're like, "Oh, cha-ching!"
But we do see that Peacemaker does suffer from very severe visual and audio hallucinations,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That
I was just like, please let Eagly be real.
Well, other people can see Eagly, so
I don't know. Maybe they're playing along with it though. Like Amanda Waller's very thorough. She's like, just play along with it.
No, that's the whole thing that turned out of Bio. She saw Eagly give him a hug. She's like, oh my God, I saw Eagle hug like man.
Who knows? I mean, who knows? Maybe it's just like the force of. He could be
an unreliable narrator situation. We very much could have that.
Yeah, that could be it too. That could also be it. That this is all just how Peacemaker sees the world. There really was no. It was just an actual cow he killed. The helmets don't do what he says they do.
Elsie.
I was gonna say,
actually there were no butterflies. It was just, I mean, that would be the real interesting. That's your dark twist. It's.
One of those helmets, like, is like some kind of mental thing where it like spreads his delusions and stuff.
I mean, honestly, with as many helmets, like basically they're like the trick arrows. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, trick arrows. One of them gives you scabies. What?
Human torpedo helmet. I mean,
whoa.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, is that a little too on the nose?
Oh, okay. Helmet.
Come on, Manscaped. It's a classy dick joke.
Hey,
I was actually waiting for them to give the cow scabies, actually. So.
Below death. Oh my God! But look, all these Justice League rumors. But this latest one about Green Arrow within a giant butthole. It's like, really?
Well, I mean, I could see that. I mean, him and Black Canary have a very special relationship. So.
Oh, is that a Deadpool joke?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. And,
I love the rumors that he spreads, but my favorite one is I think Superman's into that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Aquaman. F you,
no! How dare you?
Yeah.
Barry Allen.
Which it gives you that implication that Barry's the one spreading the rumor.
He does need friends.
That's super speed.
Yeah.
He probably has a blog. Puts Iris's name on it.
That's that seems to be the big rumor in like this modern DC. All this stuff that's like, some of these heroes like have intercourse with animals because Harley Quinn was saying Batman F's bats, and now everyone's like Aquaman and fish.
Yeah, well,
how original.
Yeah, it's scatological humor. That's actually honestly my least favorite part of it because it does come off as so
Pedestrian.
yeah, it's juvenile. It's just like,
Oh, well, look
oh,
at Peacemaker.
well, yeah, I understand it. That's the character, but it's I'm not a fan of cringe humor, and
Well, you know what? I was listening to an interview with James Gunn this morning, and he was like, he was having fun with it. He's like, yes, none of these rumors are true. Superman does not like that. Aquaman does not F fish. He's like, and yes, no, Wonder Woman was not I effing him across the room. No.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. And obviously, yes, we know that. It's just ridiculous. And honestly, it's just like I said, it just ups his patheticness, and I think that's what is actually, on some level, his selling point as a character, is you really see just what a lonely, sad, pathetic person Peacemaker is.
I mean,
Just
look
so
who his
desperate
best
to
friend
give up.
is, for goodness sakes.
Who he treats so awfully. That's the thing. It's like him and Vigilante. They're like just two super needy people that just connect with each other. And it's sad. It's an abusive
If you
relationship.
play video games online, you know guys like this.
I don't. So I most of my people that I know are grown ups. So
Yeah, me too.
I count you among the grown ups I know, Lois.
I mean, look how he shoots his friends. He uses them like as like human torpedoes and stuff.
That was
I can't get that image out of my head.
Oh my god, she just comes out. It's like, oh my god.
And I was in the 4-H club, and that gave me nightmares. I'm just saying.
Oh my.
Elbow deep.
But it's
Yeah.
like, and it's like too. I mean, I guess he knew it was gonna be all. He figured it was gonna be all right. But that's an alien cow or whatever it is. It's like, how do you know that it doesn't have like acid for blood or something?
Well,
He doesn't think, he just does. He's here for
Yeah.
results. Okay?
You
Here
know-
for peace.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that was that like the human torpedo thing had to be something like cannonball's power, where you're nigh invulnerable while you're blasting, kind of thing. It's
When a mother. Yeah.
Oh,
And they lost that anti-gravity helmet.
Yeah. I know what season 2 is. It's going to be like Dexter with Ghost Dad. They are not giving up Robert Patrick. I'm telling you. Mark my
no,
words.
he's gonna be every episode.
This is
yeah.
Ghost Dad, baby. We're doing the Dexter thing. We're doing it.
I mean, he's a scary. Yeah, I mean, Andy Cheng
Scary
told
old
us, man,
man.
he's intense. No, don't let him go.
Well, that's the selling point, I mean,
What if he really is a ghost?
I mean, there are ghosts, so,
Or no, I was
We
thinking.
might have to call Santana for an exorcism. I don't know.
You know what? I was trying to think of this. I don't know if it would work, but it's like, because I don't think he was wearing the helmet at a time, and his dad, when he killed him, wasn't wearing his helmet on his suit. I was like, is there any way he could have like transmitted his mind through like one of those helmets, and like now he is actually in his head?
I mean, yeah, a little.
The failsafe, the Rick and Morty failsafe. He's probably got a human clone somewhere.
Like, downloaded himself into his head now.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh no! If the dad could do it, he would do it.
That room is so Rick and Morty. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's
I know. I'm like, how well does it being a racist pay? I'm like, look at that.
Pretty well. If you know, you know.
Well, yeah, to be president.
I mean, I would assume he has other investments. That's the thing. It's not just being a racist.
Yeah.
He is a racist.
Public speaking on the white nationalist front, especially right now, all time high. Just saying, they're passing out flyers in a lot of states. It's rough out there.
I can imagine. Anyway.
So yeah, big thumbs up on Peacemaker from all of us, right?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
It was
So,
a well
yeah,
made
if you haven't watched it, watch it. Ray. All right. Sorry. Should we get to some?
It's
comments?
no Batman to be seen, Ray. It's safe. It's safe.
He
Did
disparaged
he
himself.
say anything bad about Batman? What did he say about Batman? Did he say something bad about Batman?
I thought it was nothing. I thought it wasn't anything besides he could beat him up or something. Or...
No, that was about it.
I was gonna say, but yeah, he despairs.
He doesn't want Ben Affleck to kick his ass.
He despairs.
You know, Ben Affleck's dating J-Lo, so you know he's off the wagon again. So he's unpredictable when he's off the wagon.
Wait a minute.
Allegedly.
Okay,
Period.
Will. Go ahead, Will.
Oh, he loves the rumors. He does.
Yeah, if you mentioned he's doing J-Lo, yeah, he loves the rumors. All
No,
right.
they're together again.
Yeah, they're at the Super Bowl at least.
Yeah, they're. He likes women named Jennifer because then he gets top billing because they always call it Benifer. So
This is like Bitter for 4.0 at this point, and
well, this is like it's the redo. It's he's doing the classics again for the fans. This is the fan service Benifer.
well, he better apologize to my favorite Jennifer. I know that much.
And kids, of course, Eminem kneeled at the Super Bowl. We already told you his arms are heavy.
Knees weak. He shouldn't have ate mom's spaghetti. You know.
Exactly.
Ah.
All right, let's get to some comics.
Phil's Comics Corner.
All right, Charlie Esser, start us off.
Okay, do you want an indie or do you want a?
Whatever
Whatever your heart desires, babe.
You're gonna
Okay,
do
you
what
know
you're
what?
gonna do.
I'm gonna give you. Oh, here we go. Let's go down my bad. Since we're talking about the DC universe. And,
Ahoy Comics.
Ahoy Comics. Ahoy! Oh, by the way, I do want to give a quick shout out to something coming soon that I think people in this group might find interesting. It's called Multiverse Ahoy: The Wrong Earth, Trapped on Planet Teen. That's coming in March. We've got Gail Simone working on this.
Oh.
Bill Morrison, Walter Giovanni, Rob Lean, Andy
Gail
Troy,
Simone.
and Rob Steen.
You had me at Gail Simone.
Yep, with Dan Parent. Oh, this is the Dan Parent variant cover. They have they also have a dark and gritty cover back in here. Multiverse, Wrong Planet, Trapped on Planet Teen. Or Teen Planet. I'm sorry, Teen Planet. Yeah, so that looks interesting. But my bad, for those who don't recall, is the important new superhero universe continues to begin right here. This is the important new, fully licensable superhero universe that you want to get in on the ground floor of. The power of love is a curious thing. Makes one man weep. Makes another man sing. Socrates.
You may not get it, but your kids will love it.
Yes. So we open up with that delightful pastiche chandelier beating up on Lion L. Richie, the Lion Man. Apparently just because he's a Lion Man. And you really get this. This is like just such a horrific teardown of... I mean, it's really just horrible to Batman all around. It's like, why do we do it? Because it's fun. What, you think we buy, lamp submarines and lamp jets just to be, for good? No, it's because we're trying to outrun the boredom. The only person who actually seems decent is, of course, the Accelerator, though he does own a fried chicken restaurant. And I don't want to give away it all, but he's been very worried about Emperor King revealing his secret identity. Oh, by the way, this is Acid Chimp. He's very important to the story. This is his premiere issue. And Emperor King's going to make a very important announcement. Then we get the flashback. For those who don't remember, Emperor King had set a torture trap for the Accelerator, but that Rush Hour got stuck in it and got just totally mutilated. Anyway, Emperor King decides to help his friend out when he gets out of it because they had really bonded, and he realizes that he actually has a fourth superpower. Yes, he can fly. Yes, he has super breath. And yes, he does have the power of two regular men, but also he will forgive anything. He is a very understanding individual. even when Acid Chimp throws acid on him. And that is why Emperor King gives up his life of crime, because all he ever really needed was a friend. And he nurses Rush Hour back to health. And then at the end, we find out that the accelerator has been torn into by giant lizard monsters. And it really was just the perfect afternoon. We then get Acid Chimp's little side adventure trying to get more acid.
As you do.
As you do, but they actually trick him and sell him just acid barrels filled with water. Which
Boo! Tomato.
Because it's illegal to sell chimps acid in this city. Anyway. But then at the end, he goes and they strangle. He goes and strangles the people that sold him the water.
Good for him. Don't take
acid
that
chimp
crap.
is a very intelligent thing. And then here we have our final goodbye. I don't know if this is the final issue of My Bad, but I really enjoyed it. But we see, can you draw the pirate? Can you draw the turtle? And Pirate Turtle, the motion picture. And there's this entire thing about, hey, would you like to be a comic book artist? And all this horrible things that you go through as a comic book artist. And then you see at the very end of the new blockbuster, special thanks to Jack Furby, Shiv Schmutko, the guy who created the pirate. Nice. So there we go. So it's a thankless profession being the artist. And that was My Bad that is number
4.
Yes. My Bad number 4. Ahoy Comics. Acid Chimp. See the movie.
Coming to Hulu. No. Netflix would totally pick that up.
Yeah. All right, Lil.
Or Tubi. Hell, Tubi was getting into the original market.
Roku has the Weird Al story. Weird.
Oh yeah, they have a couple of good things.
With Daniel Radcliffe, he looks like he's wearing a bad wig, but that's okay because so did Weird Al Yankovic in his youth.
We love a short king. We do. Let's talk about my second favorite DC book, Nightwing being my favorite one this week, of course, though. Nubia the Amazons, number 5, the penultimate issue. We do a little battle with Medusa, and I'm not going to ruin that for you, but it's pretty epic. It's pretty great. Nubia is everything that the current Wonder Woman book should be. They remember that, when you are an Amazon, you have empathy and compassion. Just saying. I hope that this book did well enough that they actually go ahead and do the full series because I think it's really great. I love going back to the island and getting to know the Amazons and their traditions and their tribulations. This has been a really great book. I think not a lot of people are reading it, so I may be very disappointed, but it's a good book.
I mean, they might do more. I mean, as I read the regular Wonder Woman book, I know isn't what is that? Trial of the Amazons or something's coming up.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see. But they're still trying to make Yara a Flora thing, so I don't know. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying, so. And it's fine. Whatever they choose, more Wonder Woman for everybody is fine, but Nubia is a really great book, and if you guys can, when it comes out in the trade, I think it's a great pickup in the trade, because it is a little slow in the first 2 issues, I will say. But yeah, this whole Medusa storyline was great. Definitely.
That was number 5, you said?
Yep. Out of 6.
All right. All right, I'll throw out a DC. I might try to talk to the gentleman who writes this, but Flash 779. We got Wally and Justice League Dark trying to beat Eclipso in Gem World.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
they're taking it back.
and then not only do both of his children come help him out, and his son had lost his powers. Now both his children have their powers back. But,
sounds like the TV show to me.
Maybe, but yeah, but except the son doesn't have super speed. It's like something else.
Not everyone has to be a speedster, Phil.
I know. When you're giving your wife the vibrating hand, you're expecting a speedster. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying little things like the TV show, and I'm just like, well, no, it's not exactly like the TV show. Instead
of Mirror World and Gem World, they got both the kids. Come on.
Come
on.
But yeah, no, the kids bring their friend. Oh, I'm trying to remember what her first name is, but no, they bring their
Don's daughter. No.
No. I forget her first name, but her last name is Baker, as in Buddy Baker,
Yeah.
Animal Man's daughter. Yeah.
Nice.
So I think they're trying to. We're starting to get another generation of heroes, Lilith.
What is this? We're on like Gen 5 for the Flash family, anyway.
Wasn't everything supposed to be Gen 5 at this point?
Yeah, we
That's
don't
the
say
joke. We don't say 5G. We say Gen 5.
The dino gets nothing. Sorry, no, that was the DC.
That was
joke.
for Kristen.
But yeah, no, I've been enjoying the Flash book. You know, Wally's back with Flash, get the whole family stuff, and
I just, most DC books are best read in trade, or in the case of Detective Comics and Action Comics right now, not at all. Sorry, Connor.
oh wait, this might be the TV show, Lilith, because yeah, Linda kind of zooms out the door on the last page.
They are the Flash, honey. They are the Flash.
You never said that.
God, they blew that line out of proportion, and that made me hate the fandom.
What you mean, like? Why'd you say that name? All right, Charlie.
Back to Charlie.
Oh, let's finish off my indie books this week with what could be the final issue of A Man Among You number 8. Where we find out that Anne Bonny is pregnant. That's why she passed out. We find out that Jack, who has taken the deal to kill Anne, is actually just going to challenge her to a duel because, he just figures, he's not going, there's a whole thing here about, they talk about, what's his name? The former pirate king who turned over all of his treasure just to get his pardon and his land from the king. And he figures he will challenge Anne to a duel. If Anne kills him, fine, she can go on and be her own pirate queen. If he kills her, he'll fulfill his job, but he gave her a fighting chance. Anyway, it all comes about. They get the big fight. Then this lady who brought Anne to the treasure cove, which Anne did know she was not to be trusted from the start, stabs poor old Jack, and then goes to kill Anne, but then she gets stabbed in the back by the blonde. I'm blanking on her name. Anyway, long story short, Anne has her baby, and her and Mary and Anne sail off on their pirate ship into the inky black of night with the baby, and they live happily ever after, like all good pirate stories should end. The end. Aww. Yes. They do say the end, ? Again, Mary and Anne Bonny were actual real pirates in the Florida area. And
Florida.
Florida, yeah, man. The Keys, and was quite beloved by the community, according to the author who grew up in Florida. That in that area, there is just a lot of love for the pirates.
I mean, they named their football team after him,
Yeah, so but I enjoyed The Man Among Ye. It was a great pirate book. Pirates arg.
Pirates arg.
All right, Lil Hellfire, you're up.
I'll kick it to an indie that I think you and I both read, Kingspawn number 7.
Yeah.
New York City. And then he's taking on the freaking Wall Street. Oh, elite. Love it, love it, love it.
But I knew even if it was going to take 10 years, which I think it's pretty damn close, that they were eventually going to get. Oh, hey, Wanda's death wasn't as accidental as it looked.
No, you don't say. Get out of town.
No, she just wasn't in the wrong place at the wrong time. Of course not.
Yeah, shout out to Sean Lewis and Javi Fernandez. Like, they were doing such a great job on Kingspawn. So
do you think, are they going to bring his wife back?
Oh, please, Lord, don't.
Well, both of them for the drama because they were both military.
Oh, you know what? Yes, they do need more women in the story. So, yes. Yes, you're absolutely right.
I mean,
Do I want that to happen? No.
I mean, when's the last time we saw Cyan?
Your guess is as good as mine, brother.
Years.
Is it bordering on a decade? Half a decade?
I don't know. Close.
Oh, damn clown. Just, we can't shake him.
Clown.
Clowny clown.
Oh, hey, Lilith, did you read X-Men number 8?
No, should I have?
I think Charlie Esser should read X-Men number 8 because the X-Men fight MODOK.
Oh yeah, I did see that cover. I was debating it. Is
on
it
a cruise ship. On a cruise ship.
Oh well, that just sounds like it's a delightful romp.
Because basically he just wants to experiment on the people on the ship, but he's like, no, he's like, you know what really makes it worth it for the experiment on the cruise ships, the buffet.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes, well, Patton Oswalt is MODOK.
I was gonna say, yeah. Did you guys cover that on full stream ahead?
Oh, MODOK? No, actually, we did not. Yeah, I don't know if that's Maz's something Maz would be interested in. He did not like Peacemaker, just so you know.
I told you, Phil. I literally told you that's not his cup of tea.
Yeah, he like tried to watch it and then like he said the opening just killed him. He just couldn't watch it. And
did it get to episode 3? Because I know episode 1 and 2. I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Well,
I mean, I'm just gonna say for MODOK, I came for Patton, obviously, but I stayed for Bill Hader. Just saying.
Yeah, honestly, well, the MODOK series was delightful, but that's also, and here's the thing with the Hulu MODOK, it'll probably get something going on with it eventually, but there's that cost benefit analysis of what do we really want to do with it, and are there better uses for Patton Oswalt's time in our universe, especially since he's now Pip the Troll.
And once again, I will repeat myself, the most ridiculous thing in the X universe right now is Captain Krakoa. Fight me, nerds.
I don't think anybody's going to fight
Captain Krakoa? What?
Yes.
Captain Planet!
Cyclops died very publicly, so they're like, no, you can't let the world know you're alive, or else, everyone's going to find out about our resurrection.
Not that anyone cares.
I know.
It's Cyclops!
Ben Urich was about to do a story, but they're just like, no, you can't let the world know about the resurrection stuff. So now when he goes on public, Cyclops is wearing like a super suit made by Forge and calling himself Captain Krakoa.
Okay, but
it helps him fly and stuff.
Isn't cloning technology 1940s technology in this universe?
I guess they don't want the world to know the mutants are recloning themselves and sticking their brains back into their bodies, man.
It's no different than what Dr. Octopus does 10 times a week.
I know, but they're filthy mutants, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's different when never mind.
Oh!
No, but, because that's, that's the whole thing.
Oh, what are you saying, Lilith? Krakoa is a minority-owned business?
I mean, technically...
I mean, you would think people would expect it. I mean, it's a Charles Xavier production, so of course people probably already expect it anyway.
Yeah, well, like I said, I just don't see what and also this is the Marvel Universe. Don't people die publicly,
especially X-Men,
all the time?
Especially X-Men.
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
just say it was the
this time it's gonna be different.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is lie. Just say it was the Siege Perilous again and call it a day.
No, just he had a twin or a triplet. I mean, technically it's true.
Technically,
that's what people don't want to hear about in other summers, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
How did your dad ever put his pants on?
No, he's a space pirate.
On Earth in space, he never put them damn pants on.
The man is living his best life.
It's a reason Sinister chose him. I'm just saying.
You know how many
his dad's like the freaking.
You know how many species across the universe that dad has impregnated?
There you go.
There's a boob when there's a long box as well.
Oh my God, he's giving old Matty Boy a run for his money.
Well, at least bats are dropping kids in every corner of the universe.
That we know of yet.
True. All right. Anyone have any other books?
Nah. Not that I really want to talk about. We covered everything on, you know.
Activity. I would assume we're going to be. Oh, I know we're doing Superior 4, and I would assume Hulk, Fantastic Four, and Thor. We're going to discuss, Charlie.
Oh yeah, I got all those. I also got Conan and Fantastic Four. Did you mention that?
Yeah, Fantastic Four.
Conan, Fantastic Four, Superior Spider-Man, or no, Superior 4, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Thor. Yeah, I got all my Marvel books here. I've been saving them. I got 6.
All right, then should we call it a day here?
Wrap it up.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us for episode 249. Next week, the big 250, kids. If you haven't heard, Mr. Jed McKay is going to be joining us. So send your questions on, the Moon Knight, the Black Cat, Taskmaster, Death of Doctor Strange, Black Cat,
Spider-Man Bay.
Exactly. Yes, the Death of Doctor Strange tie-in for Spider-Man. I mean, pretty much half of Marvel's line right now. So send your questions for him, and then on episode 251 in 2 weeks, Clay McLeod Chapman will be back to talk Villains for Hire number 2 with us.
Yes.
Yay!
So we're gonna have guests the next 2 weeks, kids. So send your thoughts. This is the place to be. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And if you're a creator, get a hold of me. I would love to do that every week. Do a creator the first half of the show, and then do our comics the second half. So make it happen, kids. I'm making a wish. Make it happen. All right.
Your birthday's not for like a while, Phil. Calm down.
Like 5 weeks or something. Shut up. All right. All right, so contact us and then follow Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Find links to all the social medias for all the shows we do. Keep your eye on Ultimate Spider-Cast and the Devil You Know, because Man-Thing March is starting. So
Man-Thing March? Oh boy!
Oh, that's not how you do it.
No, that's too loud. Don't do it.
Why?
Man-Thing March? Oh boy!
So,
what size man things?
Oh, no. What size is Little Hellfire like?
It's a giant size man thing. It's funny because the first issue is giant size.
Giant size Spider-Man, yep.
Well, nothing's better than a giant size Spider-Man thing.
It's a giant size man thing.
And then tomorrow, Charlie's going to be talking Howard Duck going trapped in the world.
You know how duck penises work, right?
All right, so follow all the social medias. Links, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, the Annie Chang interview is burning up our YouTube channel. It just hundreds of views every day. That's all I'll say. I mean, I looked this afternoon. I think we were at 2,200 views or something.
Yay for us!
Yeah.
Really got to send that Annie Chang a fruit basket with some Archie comics in it.
No, we're gonna send her the T-shirt that says "I survived Robert Patrick." So please subscribe to YouTube. If you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. Most importantly, once again, we are not backed by Amanda Waller or the government. We are out here on our own.
Thank God.
Paying for this on our own, and I got your payment this month, Charlie Esser. Thank you very much. Where's my money? Where's my money? So if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. You get early access to all these creator interviews. Mr. DG Chichester talks to me a little every month about one of his
Chichester chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And of course, Patreon exclusive superhero movie brackets. We will discover the worst superhero movie ever.
Halle Berry v. Halle Berry.
Place your bets, kids. The second round is about to begin soon here, so don't miss it.
Who said in the comments?
Join me in the
Russell?
Patreon tweet. Well, it's going to be 1 to 3 people.
You got a 33% chance.
It's going to be Russell, Justin, or Ray.
Definitely not Ray.
Fancy man. So find links to the Patreon, or get yourself some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics sidekicks merchandise. Everything is at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And the breaking news, if you've been waiting for years like me and some of my cohorts, the Marvel Legends Quasar figure is live on the Walgreens website right now, so go get it before it sells out like that Moon Knight did.
It's probably already sold out and on eBay for $1,000.
It's so funny. I told Ray, I'm like, oh, I finally got to order it. And Ray says, I ordered it a while ago. He's like, watch, you guys will probably get it before me still.
Of course.
Down there. Yeah, I know. He'll be lucky to get it by next year. All right. Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk to you about giant-sized man things?
Remember, I'm still looking for tasteful dick jokes, not dick pics, please. That's on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 69, and of course on TikTok, making all the comments at Lilith Hellfire 69. Duh.
Power of the penis.
Is Manscaped gonna
I hope
get on this boat or what?
no.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
Charlie Esser.
Well, if you'd like to write to me in that old-fashioned email where our mothers and fathers once said, do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. Of course, follow me on the Twitters. I live tweet things like Naomi, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. when it's new, at Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEssser. Look for the two E's in the middle.
For quality.
Bing!
Thank you, Maz.
I forget, it's either this coming week or the week after it comes back. I think they took off for the Olympics or whatever.
Like you care, Phil. Like I care.
I'm going to do them on my phone. I'm sorry, it's just slow.
Yeah, it is. It's getting somewhere, though. Something's going to happen.
In honor of Bendis, they take it nice and slow. All right,
Somebody
kids.
get Dave F. Walker on the phone.
Exactly. All right, kids. Thanks for joining us. And remember, join the three of us and Jed McKay next week. But until then, we have been your capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics.
Woo. We'll ask him the good questions. I think he's talking to Ray again first. Although Ray was kind of jealous. He's like, I got to keep it to like Moon Knight kind of. He's like, you guys can ask him whatever. I'm like, yep. Oh please, like he's not thrilled out of his mind. Fuck Moon Knight.
Now he's just got to get Oscar.
Oh yeah. Get yourself some peace.